4 platforms. So give me a moment to greet everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hi, Instagram. Hello to my business page, More Capacity LLC. And tonight, hey, on my personal page, what's up, friends and family and everybody else? How are y'all doing? So we're going to do a little bit of like this different cameras. I'm going to get used to it because you already know stretch is necessary. We may not know what we're being stretched for, but indeed we are being stretched in this season. I think 2020 was all about stretching. What do y'all think? I mean, completely. So, welcome. Whether you're here and catching me live or coming for the replay, that's fine too. Again, 4 platforms. So, bear with me. I'm going to look at you and look at you. Hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. How y'all doing? Thank you for showing up, you guys. Oh my gosh. I woke up this morning and instantly I was like, I know we keep talking about the stretch is necessary. And this is what I had to do. Do y'all drink coffee at night? I do. I do. I need a little extra But y'all, you know that I always say the stretch is necessary and perfection is not the measure and maturity is mandatory, right? And I want you to know that I woke up today and I asked the Lord, my great creator. I said, uh stretch for what? Like what is it for? Why am I stretching? Please help me understand. Because for a minute, Sister Gal felt thin. You guys, are you feeling thin at all? Have you felt thin? Literally stretched. And I said, I think I'm being stretched beyond my capacity. Oh, Lord, help me not to pop. I don't know about you guys, but as I said, here I am, all transparency. Again, thanks for being here. If you're in the room, please let me know so I can say hello. This is a community of growth, community of sharing and support, but I want to know that you're here. So please say hello. Some of you guys might be watching one of my favorite movies, which is Love and Basketball. Monica. You might be enjoying it, but I'm gonna have a little coffee so we can have a little chat. Stretch for what though? That is a true question. And I want to tell you that after I asked that question this morning, there was a couple of things that I was given as an insight, and I'm going to share it with you. And you can tell me what you are doing to stretch. Tell me what you are doing to maintain, what you are doing to make sure that you are emotionally and physically and mentally and spiritually and financially well in this season. Um, the bottom line is you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I didn't understand exactly what the stretch was for, but I will tell you what the downloads came for today. And that's what it was for. That as you go through a process and you go through things, the whole point is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. In this season, our uncomfortable for some of us, whether you're extroverted or introverted, was getting comfortable with your new, we'll say, being alone, at least without being around what was similar or familiar to you. You had to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's a part of your stretching. Because the truth of the matter is that you don't know how you're going to handle or how you're going to show up in certain situations until they're brought to you. And there was no way that we could have prepared for this. Coffee on that one. No way that we could have prepared for this. But were you uncomfortable? I will actually say in the beginning, I said, oh, yay, this is great. I get to spend time with my children. I get to reset and kind of clear my schedule. And then about in the middle, I said, hold up. This has become just a little interesting. What we gonna do? And it became a little uncomfortable. But the next thing to realize is that even in the process of being uncomfortable, when you're stretched, you uncover new things about you. Things that never come to the surface, things that you would have never thought that you would have had to rely on. Your time management, being able to handle all the different hats, realizing how to prioritize your energy. Because the truth of the matter is that every day, in some way, you are always on demand. So you find new ways, new gifts, new talents that were hidden in you the whole time. The whole time. Isn't that crazy that when we get alone and things slow down, yeah, it's really an opportunity to discover without a bunch of outside influences. But that's a stretch too, because with it, you discover the good, the bad, and the ugly, whatever it may be. And that's all right. What do you do with it? Hi, Joy. What do you do with it? This is what my wonderful father told me today. Because I asked him, I said, if you ask me one more time, you told me years ago that the stretch was necessary. And this has become something that I continue to speak daily. But I asked him, stretch for what? How much more stretching? And this is what he said. This is the whole idea. What we've been talking about over the past almost 90 days, you guys, every day we've been getting together. For those of you who are here on my personal page, I have a conversation on More Capacity every night at about 10 o'clock, actually 10:30, with those that like the page. If you haven't liked it, please do so. But we've been talking about digging up stuff, figuring out exactly what it is that we may need to level, to change, to increase, to push, whatever it is, so that we can be better, so that we can stretch our mindset, stretch our spiritual growth, make sure we have an understanding of how we authentically line up in everything that we do. No duplicity. We want to operate as one, not in shame or fear or doubt, but ready to show up. And this is what he said. The whole idea of stretching is this. So when you get comfortable in your skin, realizing who and whose you are, that you realize that now you can stretch upward because there's something more for you to do, because you have an understanding of who you are. So now what? Now you're ready to say, Lord, I'm your vessel. Here I am. Here I am. I stretch upward. I yield every gift, every thought, every resource to you. Because now I understand that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I've uncovered that there are things that I need help with, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. So I stretch upward. And then once we begin to stretch upward and he begins to show us and give us clarity and understanding and peel back those layers of, yeah, for such a time as this, you are made. Then what do? Then we can stretch outward. And we can connect and build relationships. And we can begin to increase resources and our bandwidth, our capacity to make an impact, our influence. But first, it starts here. Get uncomfortable being comfortable. Uncover new things about yourself. You got to stretch upward so you can stretch outward, because relationships in this day and time is the new currency. It ain't all about this. This is nice, but we don't know what's to come. We might have to go back and start knocking on our neighbor's door and say, hey, can I get a cup of coffee? But for real, we don't know. Relationships, to be relational, upward and then outward. And we'll see how those things manifest. So the idea is that, what's the stretch for? Stretch for what? Because we are becoming a better version of me. Put your hands on your chest. Say, I'm becoming a better version of me. Notice I didn't say the best version of me, because best could kind of be absolute, final. No, but better means there's always opportunity to adjust and to change. So I call it as this: every day, as you may ask yourself, okay, I feel like I am being stretched. I'm already out of proportion, and I might be a little concerned. I won't use that F word. I might be a little concerned about what's before me. What am I being stretched for? Remember, so that you'll get comfortable being uncomfortable. And every time you get comfortable, you know it's time to change and uncover something new that you will stretch upward so you can stretch outward to become a better version of you. Yeah, leave you with this. Literally, every day. Every day. This is actually what it's becoming. I didn't understand at first why 10:30 was the time, but I like to reevaluate my day, go over my conversations, my actions, so I don't go to bed angry, so I can go back and apologize if I need to and adjust things for the next day, because every morning that we're given is a present. And you're supposed to use your experiences from the day before to open up that present and to have more gratitude for the gift. So every day, evaluate, adjust, and then test it out. What is that? Yep. EAT. Eat. Eat the wisdom that you've learned. And also digest the mistakes that you made. So you take in the wisdom, and we'll call that the meat, and discard the bones. The bones are a reminder, of what may not have worked, but it is not for naught. It's not failure. Thank you so much for being here. I encourage you, no matter what you do, keep allowing the Creator, let him stretch you. Because in order to go from glory to glory, in order to be the better version rather of you, there's some newness down in you that's got to be stirred up. Let it come to the top. Get used to skimming it off and move forward. Encourage and empower in faith, knowing that he that begun a good work in you, that's what he's doing. He's performing it, because you're going to be on stage. And what will you say? Will you be grateful? Will you say thank you? Might as well say it now. Say thank you for being chosen, because it could have been somebody else. Remember to eat, evaluate, adjust, and test every day. Eat the meat of your wisdom that you've learned. Take the bones and throw it away as a reminder that you were given the opportunity to live. I'm Lake Moore of More Capacity. If you're on the replay, say hello. Good night. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, More Capacity, and on Lake Moore. Remember, the stretch. Yep, it is necessary. But perfection is not the measure. Why? All of this is happening because maturity, for you, for me, it is mandatory. Walk, stand up tall in courage. Have a great night. And Lord willing, More Capacity. Those that are there with me, I'll see you tomorrow night. You can catch it on YouTube too, under Capacity Words with Lake Moore. God bless you guys. Bye now. Good night.